What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be working on the Buick now and shuffling cars around. The Mini Cooper's got to go up here because there's some work that still needs to be done with it so it passes inspection. But this guy right here, I have to take the body and the frame off. I have a couple ideas how I'm going to be able to do that. The Super has to come out and out of the way so I can roll the frame inside there. I kind of want the frame to be facing in too so that I can drop the engine in. It'll be easier if I have it set up that way than if I have the body or the frame facing out this way. It'll be hard for me to put the engine in. So it's going to be a lot of finagling. But the big thing I would like to do is get the body off and back on this trailer because I need to store it somewhere. I can't store it here. I don't know what's going to happen to the body quite yet. I was looking at it the other day and it is really, really, really bad. I don't even think you can really save this. Like, I can't get the door off, but if you look down, there's a Capri Sun in there. But the door is totally rotted away. The only thing left of the door is the door skin, really. This thing is... I mean, I wasn't anticipating really doing anything. He was suggesting that it was probably going to be scrap, and I think he's right. There's really not much left of the body. It's... Even the roof is totally rotted away. So, I was kind of thinking we could turn it into a gambler, but I think that would be too much of a gamble. So, we got to get these two things pulled apart and just finish up getting this thing inside the garage. There's very little that needs to be done to separate the two. The biggest thing, of course, is just going to be the drive column right here. We got to just quickly separate that. And it looks like that's going to be pretty straightforward. And then we can get to work cleaning this thing up and making sure that it doesn't ever rust ever again with Pour 15. I don't know quite how we're going to get inside here to clean it, but oh man, I've been looking up. Oh, a big thanks again to Mike. He suggested that we go to eBay. A lot of the parts I was looking at that were name brand ones, substantially less expensive off eBay. And he said he has not had any issues with the quality. And I'll tell you what, if we can save ourselves thousands and thousands of dollars upgrading this thing to a more modern system, I'd be very, very happy. Enough talking, more doing. All right, it's slightly warmer now, but I spent most of the morning trying to find the key for the Supra. Supra's been moved. It's all covered up. Mini Cooper's now in front of the Buick GS. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get the body off the frame of the Skylark. Hopefully this doesn't become... That is bright. There we go. Hopefully this video doesn't become a how not to video, as I would rather not have a rapid deconstruction of a Buick Skylark in my driveway. But my hope is I can get the body to stay exactly where it is, and we roll the frame right out. That way I can put the frame, or the body, right back down on the trailer, and we can trailer it away. I've gone over this. The only thing that is not rusted on this entire thing right through is just the trunk area. Everything else is just completely shot. Like, I can't believe coming out from out west that it was just this bad. So I'm gonna see if someone wants to maybe come pick this up, or if it's going to become scrap or something. But it's just, there's not enough of it to even become a gambler or anything. I mean, the cowl is just shot. I can't believe just how far gone something from out west is. But frame's good. That's all that we needed. And once again, a very big thanks to Mike. And hopefully we don't have rapid deconstruction of a Buick Skylark in the driveway, and we get this off without a hitch. I was thinking we could throw a rope over and all this other stuff. I'm like, what are you doing, Brian? That's crazy. I know you live out in the middle of nowhere, but that's crazy. So we just got to get these 6 bolts taken out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the same on the other side, and then we'll go from there. My kind of hope is a how-to video, not a how not to. All right, guys, let's dig right into this. All right, guys, so at least that one body mount is just not going to be cooperative. So I think it might be advantageous to chop this thing up so that we can sell some parts off of it, like the rear skins, and make at least some money towards the channel. The door skin's about the only thing worth on the doors, and I think that's what we're gonna have to do. And I have a small dent in a couple parts in the car that maybe some of the skins might work out repairing. So I think it's time for a Sawzall. Oh yeah. Welcome to Lunar Outlaw's Garage, where you can buy a 1971 Skylark convertible, all original interior, absolutely patina. It's mint. We'll take you around to the driver's side. Seriously, guys, don't. I can feel it. Someone's typing. Someone could have used this body. No, they really couldn't have. When the roof came off, just to this point right here, when it wasn't all the way off, there was a cloud of dust that just, not dust, of rust. There was nothing left of the A pillars. The B pillars were pretty much shot. Just going through a good portion of this side over here, the rust is so bad that, I mean, it had no hesitation to cut through it. This door is about the only thing left that if someone had enough talent to restore it, maybe. But no, there was the first time someone even like, oh, and I'm so glad we're not going to turn this into a rambler, or a gambler rather. The moment I hit a bumper, oh my God, this thing was like a death machine on wheels. And not for other people, but for whoever was inside it. So we're going to get this body off the frame. Fortunately, the frame is in great shape as far as what I can tell. And here's a question for you guys. With how much work has to go into the Buick GS, what I'm going to do is, if you guys like the format, for the Buick, I'm just going to upload as I go. It's not going to be, some days there's going to be a lot more progress than others. And other days there won't be. But one of the reasons why I have the channel is so that I don't procrastinate. And with this current project, there are sometimes I feel like I'm not going to be able to get you, 15 minutes of extremely compact information. There are days like today that all I did was cut the roof off and move my cars around. But it's progress it's keeping me from you know, stopping the project on my own. And what I will do, however, is I have a couple of things I would like to do for the Mini Cooper. The Jeep still needs some work, and I have a couple friends that need some work on some of their cars, and I'm going to go over and I'll work on some projects and how to fix things, and I'll upload those, and I'll try to get as many of those as possible, but I don't want to have that detract too much from working on the Buick. So tomorrow I'm going to come back out, you'll get another episode, and hopefully I'll get a substantially larger quantity of this taken off. I would be very happy to get the frame inside the garage. Once the frame's in the garage, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done to it. I want to get the material off the surface of it. I want to get some weld-through primer, and there's, you know, I want to close in the actual C channels and make them tubes so that we can put more horsepower in it. You know, it is an old car. It's, Christ, after so many years, even if it's a good frame, there's a good chance you'll get some weak spots. So I want this thing to be put together nice and solid so that maybe someday we'll put some serious power through it and I don't have to worry about it turning into a pretzel. So shed no tears for this old warrior. She's gonna live on through the frame, or the chassis, or parts of the chassis. So I would still like to upgrade things, but that's another episode. I am glad we're doing this. I'm going to leave the firewall pretty much right to about where the cowl is. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to leave that right on the car. It gives me a good reference point. We'll put the engine, after the engine's running and cleaned up, we'll put it in there. I'll store the actual firewall and frame, or separate from the frame, so that we can build an exhaust and rerun all the wires, lines. Oh, squirrel's upset up there. But yeah, don't be upset that I cut the body up. I was really hesitant doing it, but I'm very glad I started, because there was no way you were going to salvage it. And on that, guys, I'm going to leave you guys with the hopes and aspirations that we'll get the body, or the frame, inside very, very shortly. Also, the last time I shut this door, it seized, so I need to find a way of getting this door back open, because that will make cutting this up a lot easier. But anywho, have yourselves a wonderful night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.